Ayan. So, ating next topic is parasympatholytics. Parasympatholytics, again, para destroy lytics, lysis of the effects of parasympathetic nervous system. We have muscarinic blockers and nicotinic blockers. Muscarinic antagonist, ang ating prototype drug is atropine. Huwag kalimutan, atropine is a muscarinic antagonist. Okay, muscarinic antagonist. Okay. Wait lang. Okay. So, M1. Again, sabi natin, di ba, ang M1 receptor responsible for acid secretion. So, M1 blockade is decrease gastric acid secretion. Sabi natin sa M2, di ba? Sabi natin sa M2 kanina, ang lecture natin, ang mangyari sa M2 is negative dromotropism. Iparelax ni para si heart. So, pag i-block natin, kabaliktaran, maging positive dromotropism, mag-increase si heart rate. Next, si M3, meron tayo sa exocrine glands and smooth muscle. So, pag i-block ang exocrine, walang secretion. Again, yung M3, ang function ng M3 sa smooth muscle is contraction. Pag na-block ang contraction sa smooth muscle, ang effects is relaxation. Okay. So, decrease or absence of secretions ang mangyari pag na-block si exocrine gland. Yung sabi ko kanina, yung Alice in Wonderland effect, dry as a bone kasi wala na tayong secretions. So, ayan. Walang lacrimation, walang masyadong salivation, walang bronchial secretion, walang GI secretion, and absence of sweating. Absence of sweating. Important itong absence of sweating kasi may effect itong absence of sweating. Ano daw mangyari kung mawalan ka ng sweat? Kung mawalan ka ng pawis. So, ano bang purpose ni sweat? Diba for thermoregulation. Para hindi masyado mainitan yung katawan. Thermoregulation. Okay, so ano mangyari? Merong two important consequences if mablock ang ating sweat. So, number 1, wala na tayong thermal regulation, mag-increase ang ating body temperature. Ang tawag dito, hyperthermia. Okay, so dahil dito, ito yung tinatawag natin na atropine fever. Or doon sa Alice in Wonderland effect, hot as a hair. So, delikado ito, potentially fatal in children. Potentially fatal in children. Potentially fatal in children. Number 2, magkaroon tayo ng pag walang sweat, cutaneous vasodilation. So, magkaroon ka ng vasodilation. Cutaneous, sa skin. So, ano mangyari? Ang blood vessels sa skin mag-dilate. So, pag mag-dilate, maklaro ang blood vessels, magkaroon ng redness, ang tawag atropine flush or atropine redness. So, galing kay Alice in Wonderland effect, ang tawag dito, red as a beet. Red as a beet. Okay. Na. So, M3 blockade, smooth muscle relaxation. Smooth muscle relaxation. Madami tayong effects sa smooth muscle relaxation. Pag ang ciliary muscle hindi nag-contract, mag-loss of accommodation. Ang tawag dito, cycloplegia. Cycloplegia is the paralysis of the ciliary muscle. So, pag hindi ka na makakita, tawag, blind as a bat. Next, sa bronchi. Pa mag-relax, bronchodilation. GI, loss of peristalsis. Ileus, walang movement ang GI. Constipation, hindi ka makapupo kasi walang movement ang GI. Sabi kanina, urinary bladder. Contraction is urination. Kapag nag-relax ang urinary bladder, ang tawag, urinary retention. Hindi ka makaihi. CNS effects is irritability, confusion, and disorientation or acute psychosis. Kasi nga, important si acetylcholine for memory. Important siya sa brain. Effects is mad as a hatter. Okay. So, paano i-treat? Baliktarin lang natin, always. Baliktarin lang natin, PCOL. Cholinomimetic toxicities. Okay, wait. Paano i-treat? Hindi pa pala. Para saan? Para saan? Paano i-treat yung mga cholinomimetic toxicities? Ulitin natin, masobraan ka ng acetylcholine. Siyempre, ang gawin lang natin, i-antagonize, i-block. Okay? Bradycardia. Effects yan ni para. So, i-block lang natin ang effects ni para, gagamit tayo ng blockers. Pangatlong star, scopolamine. Scopolamine is a muscarinic antagonist. Effect is sedation and sleep. Ang tawag, dreamless sleep. Current use niya is anti-motion sickness. Okay. So, ano tong dreamless sleep, sir? Ano tong dreamless sleep? Okay. Ano tong dreamless sleep? Explain ko. So, itong ginagamit si scopolamine, ang kanyang dreamless sleep for obstetric anesthetic. If example, manganak yung mother. So, ito yung ginagamit si scopolamine. Or, pakisulat sa paper, twilight sleep. Twilight sleep. Pakisulat, twilight sleep. Twilight sleep is painless birth. Paano magkaroon ng twilight sleep? Pakisulat sa paper. Magkaroon ka ng twilight sleep if bigyan ka ng scopolamine with morphine. If manganak ka. Tawag dito is twilight sleep or painless birth, scopolamine plus morphine. Other drugs na CNS acting is biperidine, benztropine, and trihexylphenidil. Ginagamit sila for Parkinsonism. Okay, explain natin. Ano meron sa Parkinson's? Sabi ko, up ang acetylcholine and down ang dopamine. Up, down. Sobra ang acetylcholine. So, dahil sobra, gusto natin i-block, gagamit tayo ng muscarinic blockers. And itong extrapyramidal side effects, i-discuss natin to sa finals, which is ito yung common na adverse effect ng typical antipsychotics na ginagaya or namimimic ang effects ni Parkinson's. So, pareho lang pa rin sa effects ni Parkinson's. Sobra ka sa acetylcholine. So, block natin by using muscarinic antagonists. So, meron pa tayo sa eyes. We have homatropine, tropicamide, and cyclopentolate para sa eyes. Anong use nila? Ginagamit for mydriatic cycloplegic. So, sir, ano yung mydriatic cycloplegic? O, pakisulat sa paper. Ginagamit ito for tinatawag nating dilated ophthalmoscopy. Dilated ophthalmoscopy. Ano tong dilated ophthalmoscopy, sir? Ito yung required sa mga patients na may diabetes every year. Parang once in a year, dapat ang patients na may diabetes mag-undergo dito. Sir, bakit? Yung mga patients kasi na may diabetes, prone sila to blindness. Kasi dahil makapal yung kanilang blood dahil sa sugar, yung mga blood vessels sa eyes, magbara-bara. Ayan. So, dapat ma-check yung eyes nila every year by using ito, mydriatic cycloplegic. Bakit nga ulit? Mydriasis ang effect kapag na-block si para. Cycloplegia is ciliary muscle paralysis para ma-open talaga yung eyes. Again, bronchi. Ang effects ng para sa bronchi is constriction, bronchoconstriction. So, baliktarin natin by using antagonists, bronchodilators. Ginagamit for asthma. Choice for COPD and add-on bronchodilator in asthma. Ano pang maganda dito kay ipratropium? Ito sa kanila. ma-decrease din nila yung bronchial secretions. Okay? Muscarinic antagonist sa GI, again, ang para sa GI is acid secretion. So, therefore, they are used for acid peptic ulcer disease. Pirenzepine and telencepine. M3 selective agents sa GI. Anong effects ng para sa GI? Effects ng para sa GI is peristalsis. So, ayaw natin itong hypermotility na sobraan ang peristalsis. Yan. And ayaw natin itong urinary incontinence. Ibig sabihin urinary incontinence, sobrang ihi. Sobrang effects ng para, hypermotility, or sobrang peristalsis. And urinary incontinence, sobrang ihi. So, gagamit tayo ng mga drugs under dito. Lastly, we have nicotinic antagonists. Again, meron tayong NM and NN. Pag sa NM, sa muscle, yan, meron tayong depolarizing, irreversible, non-competitive, non-depolarizing, reversible, competitive. Okay. Ito yung sabi ko kung bakit important yung polarizing and depolarizing. Important. Yan. First, depolarizing. Depolarizing, ibig sabihin, merong action potential. Si succinylcholine. Tingnan, stimulates, irreversibly stimulates the NM receptor. Sir, akala ko ba nicotinic blockers to? Bakit stimulate ang nakalagay dyan? Okay, mamaya na. Kasi ang function nito is neuromuscular blocker. Sir, blocker pero stimulate? Oo, hindi siya nag-block talaga. Under lang siya sa stimulate. Pakita ko bakit siya capable of muscle relaxation. Okay, explain natin. So, under dito, meron tayong two phases. Okay, phase 1, dito makita yung mga, phase 1 is the initial effects. Okay. So, anong meron dito sa initial effects? Meron tayong tetanic contraction. Parang tetanic contraction, which is ineffective na contraction. Hindi masyadong effective. Mamaya, malaman nyo kailan siya maging ineffective contraction. Okay. Ano lang meron, sir? Ano lang meron? Meron lang tremors. Okay? These are not effective. Okay. Ano, sir? Bakit not effective? Ang mangyari dito is mag-contract ang muscle, tapos mag-contract na naman. Tapos contract. Kasi nga, di ba, depolarizing. But, yung totoong paralysis is dapat contract, relax, tapos contract, tapos relax. Dito kasi, contract. Explain ko yan later on. Next, phase 2. Ito na yung paralysis. Bakit paralysis? Bakit may paralysis sa phase 2, sir? It is due to secondary to muscle fatigue. Due to loss of calcium. Remember sa taas kanina, di ba? Depolarizing tayo. Contract hanggang sa naubos yung calcium. Wala ng calcium, napagod na yung muscle, doon na siya ma-paralyze. So, masabi natin na benefit of paralysis comes after. Okay, ito yung ating two phases. Okay, next. Non-depolarizing naman tayo. So, ibig sabihin, non-depolarizing, i-block niya na talaga. Important dito, guys, sila ay mga curare derivatives. PCOG. Remember dito guys, we have isoquinoline and steroidal. Pag isoquinoline, they end with curium. Pag steroidal, curonium. Curium and curonium. MOA, they block the NM receptors leading to paralysis. So they are skeletal muscle relaxants used for surgery and management for spastic muscle diseases. Okay. Ayan. Adverse effect. Okay, adverse effect. Okay, wait lang. Okay, wait lang. Ayan. Adverse effect ng nicotinic antagonist, specifically sa NM, is diaphragmatic muscle paralysis. Ano to? Pag yung diaphragm mo hindi nag-contract, hindi ka na makahinga. So, ito yung ayaw natin. Okay? Kay succinylcholine, specific tayo, myalgia, fatigue, myositis, rhabdomyolysis. So, sa muscle. And mag-cause ng malignant hyperthermia, which is ang treatment, dantrolene and bromocriptine. Remember, treatment for malignant hyperthermia. Next, nicotinic antagonist adverse effect ni tubucurarine is anaphylaxis. Kasi si tubucurarine is a direct histamine releaser. Okay. Next, NN blockers. NN, ito yung nasa nerves. Diba sabi natin, pag na-block si nicotinic receptor sa ganglia, pag na-block si nicotinic receptors sa ganglia, walang simpa or para. Kasi ito si nicotinic yung ating ganglia. Pag walang ganglia, walang mag-release sa simpa, walang ma-release sa para. So, ganglionic blockers ang tawag sa kanila. Walang effects ang simpa and para kapag nabigay ka ng ganglionic blockers. Okay. So, we have hexamethonium, trimethophan, mecamilamine. MOA block the NN receptors in the ganglia of both simpa and parasympathetic nervous system. So, effects niya is due to the blockade of dominant autonomic innervation. Okay. Ano yan, sir? Ano? Anong effects ng ganglionic blockers? Ilista natin. Anong effects ng ganglionic blockers? Yan. Dominant. So, merong dominant. Makalito kasi, sir, no? Both mablock ang simpa and para. Both mablock ang simpa and para. Yan. Mostly, ang may experience natin sa ating ganglionic blockers are sympathetic effects, except na lang kay sa blood vessels, effects sa blood vessels and sa sweat glands. Sa heart, anong effect sa heart ng ganglionic blockers? Increase heart rate, so simpa. Sa eyes, simpa man daw ulit. So, mydriasis. Sa GI tract, simpa man daw ulit. So, walang peristalsis, ileus, or constipation. Urinary bladder, simpa man daw. So, urinary retention. Tapos yung ating exemption, blood vessels and sweat glands. So, blood vessel is vasodilation. And sa sweat glands, para anhidrosis. So, dito na. Ayan. Okay. So, dito na mag-end yung ating lecture, guys. Thank you so much.